Hello and welcome back to the Rex of the Rabbit channel. I just had to review Some Nights at Joe's 2 remake. Yeah. Joe and half his friends are back and we're the new security guard in town. Just to tell you guys now, this game is better than the first in a lot of ways. Now starting in the menu, we get a lovely view of Joseph T. Duck twitching. And hey, our how to play menu is back. How wonderful. Yeah, if you don't get it, watch the first Some Nights at Joe's video. Oh, and we're playing as an electrician for Joe's, not a security guard. It makes sense in a bit. Instead of surviving till 6 a.m., you have to do tasks, and these work so much for the game. Now, before we start off with night 1, we gotta talk about The Office. Now, The Office has 2 doorways and a long window. The left doorway has a red lever to its right, and on the right doorway there's a speaker. We have a panel to our left where our tasks are, but there's also 2 additional buttons: turn on lights and close curtains. And on our right is our titular camera system. The camera has 9 cameras, and on the top left corner of the monitor is a button to access a vent system, and a power bar that can fill up and overheat so you can't use it. This will come into play later. Before we get into night 1, I have sad news to tell. Bob, Gerald, and Maurice are gone. A moment of silence for my boys. Now to night 1. There are only 3 threats: Cursed Joe, Cursed Mr. Kong, and Cursed Mr. Frog. Starting off with Cursed Joe, he will start in the parts and service room and make his way to the window of our office. But he won't show himself. Instead, you have to use the panel to turn on the light to see if he's there. If you see his shadow, close the curtains. Now, I don't know how long you keep them closed, but I wait until the power bar is at the top right fills to 3, then open the curtains. It works every time. Also, don't ask me why it takes power to close curtains. Now cursed Kong and Frog. Mr. Kong and Frog starts in the parts and service room along with Joe. They take the same path to your office, but they go to their respective doorway. Mr. Frog runs to the left doorway, and Mr. Kong runs to the right doorway. And I mean run. They sprint to the doorways. I'm surprised they don't run into the room. Now to beat the night, you have to complete 4 tasks on the panel to end the night. The tasks are Energy System 1, Energy System 2, Main Energy System, Animatronics Energy. A lot of energy. To be honest, the names don't matter. They all do the same thing. Just tap them and wait. But you can only do the tasks while you're on the panel. But you can check the window at all times. But as soon as you get off that panel, you cannot do a task, which I feel like works a lot for the game. On explanation after all the nights. It's a relatively easy night. Funny thing is, you can complete the night before any of the animatronics can get to your office. But I went in fully blind, so I got to experience them in full. Unfortunately, there's no mini games, so there's no really lore reveals in this game. But hey, at least we don't have to worry about the story though. Yay. That concludes night 1. Alright, night 2. Wait, Joe the Duck? How long have you been standing there? And why are you here? And why are you Some Nights at Joe's 1 Duck? I heard you talking crap about the first game. Huh? What do you mean? I glazed your game. How did I talk crap about it? Earlier, you said this game is better than the first. 1, because it is. 2, why do you care? It's your game series. Shouldn't each game in the series be better than the last? Not the first game, now. Dude, shut up. Let me do this review. Alright, I need that argument. Anyway, for this night, there are 2 new animatronics. Darildu the Clown and Jakir the Bat. Darildu is simple. He will start on camera 9, and he will laugh, indicating he has left camera 9. Check all the cameras till you find Darildu and stare him till he goes back to cam 9. Jakir starts in the parts and service room and leaves. Eventually, you hear a vent sound. Toggle the map on the cameras, and Jakir will be in one of 4 vents. Double click the vent he's in, and it'll close. He'll bonk on the vent and go back to the parts and service. That's night 2. Joe, can you stop looking at me? Alright, sorry about that, guys. Now on to night 3. Hey, you're just gonna move past that? What? What did I do? You had a temper tantrum just because I looked at you and you ripped off my beak. Be quiet. I have to talk about night 3. Thank you. Now, in night 3, there's one animatronic added to this night, Texago Habo. Texago starts on no camera. Instead, the FNAF 2 You're in Danger music will start playing. Go to cam 1, turn on the light. This guy's mechanic is stupid. You have to maintain the power bar while shining the light on this guy. He takes so long to leave. I wait till the power bar fills to 3, then stop till it's back to 1, and do it again. That concludes night 3. Night 4 is just a harder version of night 3. Night 5, same gist. But when completed, we get our paycheck. Now we'll move on to custom night, but night 6 actually has the last thread of the game, Golden Joe. And the same Golden Joe from the first game, which is interesting. Anyway, Golden Joe will appear in your office on the opposite side of you, and music will play. Just look at him and he'll fade away. After beating night 6, we are rewarded with a beautiful basket of exotic cheeses. That's all I could have asked for. Wouldn't you agree, Joe? Look, I agree, but shut up. I'm mad at you. By the way, I didn't get these screens for some reason, even though I completed the nights, so I'm using the homie JB Jecker's pictures. Now, I was actually able to beat 720, and after beating it, we are greeted with a mouse-looking guy who gives me huge vibes of Barry the Mouse from Rammies and Friends. And I'll make a video, not on Rammies and Friends, but its predecessor, Five Nights at Barry's. But back to Joe's. I don't know what this means. I'm confused. But now that we're over the nights, let's talk about why the mechanics in this game work together well. Now, remember how I said that the tasks work for this game, but I'll talk about it later? Well, yeah. Now, the loop of this game would fall apart if the task didn't exist. Let me explain. Now, the loop might not seem as much. Just look at Golden Joe when he appears, check cameras for Joe. If you hear vent noise, Jakir, laugh, Darildu, FNAF 2 danger music, Texago. It would be extremely easy if it was survive till 6 a.m. But tasks you have to be doing something to complete the night instead of waiting for something. It's a nice loop. Now on to my favorite part of a review, the designs. Now starting off with Cursed Joe, Atomic definitely captured the FNAF 2 vibe with the cameras and the design. Joe looks so good withered, and the vest is detailed, which I love, and his microphone is cool. Now Cursed Mr. Kong. To be honest, he's my favorite design out of this game. He looks so cool, and he even has a hand as a foot, which is cool. The cigar is a nice touch. I did notice in his jump scare he has red eyes. Another cool thing is when he enters the doorway, He looks so creepy. The way he looks at you with a grin as he stares you down. Cursed Mr. Frog. Now some people might say, ew, but I kinda dig this design. He just looks like a zombie, and the fact that in his jump scare, he slashes you with his endo arm is very nice, and his teeth freak me out. Curse Jakkur. Now like Mr. Kong, I haven't seen any bat animatronics except for Bear the Bat from Graveyard Shifts at Freddy's. Now Jakkur, I like the head for him, but and I like he's in the vents since he has no legs. But the fact that he doesn't have hands bothers me. But hey, a good design. Curse Texago Hablo. He's fine. Like his shirt and his clawed fingers, it's fine. Now for the worst design in this game, Darrildu. Now I really don't understand why Maurice didn't make it in this game, but whatever. This guy is bad. I hate his spring body. He looks like Joker, and he looks like a Barbie doll, and I don't like how he can kill us. To be honest, his camera shot looked kinda cool, but this is the worst design. Now Golden Joe. Just Yellow Joe without a vest. Now onto the minigame. This minigame has Golden Joe and the mouse guy, but golden, on stage. We play as Golden Joe, and we have to jump for kids. We jump and the kids go yay, but when we do the sixth jump, we get jump scared by Golden Joe. I don't know what this means. Also in the extras is cheats. Now you can't get these till you beat 720 mode, but the cheats are minimap and fast task. Minimap, like the minimap from FNAF 4, it just shows the characters all the time. And fast task, do I even need to say anything? Well, that's everything. In conclusion, this game is fun. Not the best FNAF fan game, but like in the first video, I want to spread the word about this game. Well, that's all. Goodbye, friends. Alright, video done. And Joe? You okay, man? You look sad. I still miss them. I do too. I do too.